But in everything, but unto every one of us is given the grace, according to the measure of the gift of Christ. Where therefore says, when he ascended above on high, he led the captivities and gave gifts unto men. What does that mean? He led the captivities. Led the captivities and gave gifts unto men. In other words, when Jesus Christ died, this is how you know that when you die, that there's an afterlife. Okay?
Yeah.
Paul explains this.
Okay.
So don't let nobody tell you when you die, you just go to sleep and you cease to exist. Now that he ascended, what is, but that he also descended first to the lower parts of the earth. What does that mean? He went to hell.
Yes. Yes, he did.
Jesus Christ, when he died, he went to hell. Why? For those that were before the dispensation of grace in Christ, Abraham and all of those, and Noah and all of those, and they call it the antediluvian period. That's the time before the flood. Before all those that time there, all those people that died that was in the Lord, they went to a place called Hades. It was an upper cliff area where they sat. Now there was hell down there with the fire. Now you know the story about the rich man, right? That died, and he wanted to. We looked up over in the cliff, and he wanted, the man to dip the servant to dip his finger and put it in. He said, "Can you go tell somebody?" And they were like, "No, we sent Moses, we sent all those. And if they don't believe them, they're not going to believe us. So whatever." And so therefore, here Paul confirms what Christ is telling us, that after you die, there's a place that you go to. So it's either heaven or hell. Now listen, what Christ, isn't that ironic how he tells us that we have a vocation, but then Paul explains to us that even after in our vocation, that there is an afterlife. There's a correlation.
Come on, Pastor.
The correlation here is that when you die, whatever your vocation is and how you have perfected your vocation determines where you're going to go.
Hallelujah.
And so you must walk worthy of being a born-again Christian.
Yes. Hallelujah.
Don't be hypocritical.
Yes.
Don't live in iniquity. Remember I told you about iniquity means taking up the sin and owning it for yourself and walking in it.
Okay.
Jeremiah 5:25 says, "Thy sin and iniquity will withhold those good things from you." So don't walk in those things, but walk after the newness of Christ. Walk in the things of God. When you come short of the glory of God, John says, "Little children, I write unto you that you sin not, but if you do, you have an advocate with the Father." 1 John 1:9 says, "If you confess your sins, I'm faithful and just to forgive you of your sins and cleanse you from all unrighteousness." God, you know the word, right?
Amen.
And when you understand that and you walk in the vocation, you know immediately there must be correction. You're a CEO and the CEO makes a mistake, immediately he corrects it.
Yes.
Sometimes you send out the wrong email. Oh, that email never was meant to be sent out. There's a recall on the email. Sometimes the company makes a mistake and the CEO has to go before the company and say, "Yes, we made a mistake, but I'm going to make amends of this." I remember when Tylenol had all that, for whatever reason they put, I think it was arsenic in the Tylenol pills. Even though maliciously, Tylenol didn't do that, somebody got in there, leaked in, and put the stuff in there. But the CEO had to go before the nation and tell the nation, although we didn't intentionally do that, somebody sabotages, but we have to take the blunt of it. We got to take the fault. So if somebody died, we got to pay their family. We got to do what we have to do. Amen. And eventually, because of this, even though it wasn't the CEO's fault, he got fired. Because all fiduciary responsibility falls on the head.
Amen.
And so therefore, in your vocation, in your calling, Jesus said, "I'll be about my Father's business."
Yes, he did.
And you have to be about the Father's business. This ain't no message to shout on, but this is a message to make you go home and reevaluate your life. You have to mature in the things of God. I know I tell all my kids about this, that, and the other, but one day they'll understand. I used to think my mother was, he's just like, "Oh, Mom, come on." I'm glad for every whooping, for every time she yelled at me, every time she put me on punishment. I'm thankful for every, whatever it was. I'm glad that she did it. Because now that I'm an older man, I understand, okay, this is what Mama was talking about. And our fathers, our forefathers, our foremothers, Esther, Ruth, and all of those, and Moses, Isaac, Jacob, and all of those, David, our forefathers and foremothers have gone. They don't want us to make the same mistakes that they made. Amen.
Amen.
And they wrote it in the book. God inspired me to write it in the book. So that a lot of times